Hello and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We are back with the DLC. I hope you're all in a good mood as I am to be returning to the game.
It goes. It could always be worse. The war might be over, but the stench of it doesn't fade so easily.
I have to say I am particularly happy to be returning to the game.
You had to abandon your fortress.
It breaks my heart too. To think I wanted to get out of here not long ago. Foolishness. But that's behind us now. Life goes on.
Anyway, sir, I don't mean to be rude, but
I am super happy that I have the game. I'm back in the game.
You're right. Let me get to the point.
I think this is going to be a couple parts, maybe two, maybe three at tops.
Even though I know you have a lot
on
your
plate. But we
plate.
shall see.
I'd be happy to offer my services.
We shall see how it goes.
An old friend of mine reached out to me, Albik of Unichov. Does the name ring a bell?
I believe we met somewhere. He's that famous healer, right?
Physician would be the more accurate term. But even that barely does him justice.
This
He's one
is
of the greatest
very
scholars of our age,
final
and also King Wenceslas' personal physician. It's
part of the
whispered
game,
at court that the king
the DLC.
was seriously ill while imprisoned in Vienna.
It's the third or fourth
in his kingdom.
DLC
and
we've had,
Wenceslas's health hardly seems to
and the last one they're releasing.
Maybe.
Damn. That does sound serious.
When Master Albik heard about it, he decided to act.
He wants to go all the way to Vienna to see the king.
No. For now, he's heading to Sedlec. Abbot Jan holds considerable influence at Sigismund's court. Albik wants to visit him and ask for his intercession.
Makes sense. You can't just show up in Vienna and knock on the door.
A mediator is needed. Only, I don't know if Albik chose the right man. The abbot is a politically shrewd figure and might well use Albik's visit to his own advantage.
And how does all this concern me?
As I said, it's a matter of security. God forgive me, our king's health is of course above all. But right now, I'm more worried about Albik. It took some effort, but I convinced him to wait, at least until I find him a reliable escort. And believe me, it wasn't easy. That mule's got a scholar's head, but it's a stubborn one.
What's that got to do with you?
Albik and I go way back. He's been living over the Alps for a few years, studying at the university in Padua. As soon as I heard about Wenceslas, I asked him to come back. It's a serious matter, and when it comes to the king's health, he's the best there is. But I didn't expect him to act so rashly.
So, if I've got this straight, you want me to escort Wenceslas's court physician to the Sedlec monastery, where they don't usually let anyone in, and the abbot is as thick as thieves with Sigismund, so Albik, who was dead set on going himself, can try to get access to the imprisoned Wenceslas.
No, actually, yes. That's exactly it.
All right, I'll go with Albik. Last time I was at the monastery, it was, quite an experience.
Experience?
That's a long story. So what do you want me to do?
Stop by Albik's place, will you? He lives across the street with the quack. And give him this letter so he knows I'm sending you in person.
Tarmark, apothecary. All right, I'll go find him.
Good luck. I'll be in your debt.
Okay, so off we go to give the introduction so we can go to the monastery. Right, that is nice that it is pretty much literally across the road from us.
Don't be shy.
We're going via the rear entrance. Let's find out.
Willkommen. Was willst du, Fremder?
I'm looking for Master Albic. I heard he lives here.
That's right, but he's not in at the moment.
I will also be uploading this during the weekend, so
Lord Peter of Pisek. Do you know when he'll be back?
the recording of this will be coming out on Sunday.
He went over to the neighbors and
Fingers
quite
crossed we
rushed.
don't get killed a
The
whole
women
bunch
of
of
the house
times.
sent for him. Apparently, their mate's unwell.
Albic is treating a common maid.
Well, that's just the kind of man he is.
Who are these neighbors?
Sounds like a
Just
nice man to me.
townsfolk, same as any around here. They live 2 doors down towards the square.
That's all I needed. Thanks.
Okay, so we're leaving or we're going down the street?
This should be the house Albic...
Get lost! Can't you see I haven't got time for this?
Damn. You know what, let's go around and let's see what's going on. I reckon this might be a... I reckon there's probably going to be a lot to pick. But we will deal it when we get there.
Oh, I ought to be doing that.
Well, we can stroll right in. Up we go.
Master Albic? Shh. I was sent by...
I don't know how you got in, but be quiet now.
We definitely don't want to annoy this guy.
Take a deep breath.
Especially while he's doing his job. He looks like he takes his job seriously.
All right. Your breathing is improving.
It still hurts in the chest, sir. Like a horse sat on me.
A nettle compress will get your blood flowing. It'll ease off. Ribs aren't broken and the lungs sound clean. I have a potion made for you.
Hey,
Take it
that's
every
good.
morning and night, and stay in bed for a few more days.
But, sir, who'll see to the house? Who'll cook? My mistress won't allow.
I'll speak with her. What you need is rest. Thanks for waiting. I don't like being disturbed when treating patients.
I mean, that's fair enough.
So, what can I do for you? Are you feeling unwell?
Me? No. Lord Pisek sent me to see you.
Ah. I think I know what this is about.
Sir Peter of Pisek gave me this letter for you, sir.
Really? Let's have a look.
Here it is. My name's Henry, and Lord Pisek says I should escort you to the monastery in Sedlitz.
Yes, yes. Peter and I had a bit of a disagreement about this matter last time. Look, Henry, I appreciate your offer, but I don't think I require your services. Either way, you delivered the letter, and I am sure Lord Pisek will reward you for that.
I heard you intend to ask at the monastery to help you get access to King Wenceslas. Is that true?
Unfortunately, yes. I'm worried about his health.
Are we going to see
And
the
I hope
king?
Abbot
I
Young
wonder.
would
I
like
hope
to
we do.
intercede on my behalf.
You think Sigismund would listen to the abbot?
It's a chance.
We've met
And
one
my
king.
conscience won't let me waste it.
Are we
Are
going
you
to meet the
seriously
other?
not afraid to go to the monastery alone? You do know Sigismund has taken up there, don't you?
Sigismund? He's gone already.
It may not be only him. Don't forget his influence. You can never be sure who to trust.
I don't believe Sigismund would do anything to me. He has no reason to. And he doesn't act rashly. In a way, he actually owes me. Still, I wouldn't want to count on that.
You really expect me to just walk away?
Well, if you feel that... What the hell is that racket?
Hey! Albic!
Christ, give me strength. Another bunch of impatient wretches. Perhaps it's time I finally had a proper word with them.
Get out here, you piss fart!
Well,
Oh, that's
they
hilarious.
don't look much like the debating sort.
That's unfortunately true. On the other hand, it was fortunate Lord Pisek, despite my objections, sent me a personal guard.
I mean, now he doesn't object to us.
You mean me?
Who else? Come on, in the worst case, I'll just see what you're made of.
Again,
So,
that is very true.
You finally decided to come out. About time. I won't be kept waiting in the street like some mangy mutt.
I've told you several times already. I'm busy.
Because you're wasting time on some wench instead of helping someone who actually matters.
Oh,
No person is more important than any other.
Ha! For your own good, I'll pretend I didn't hear that nonsense.
yeah.
Have you
We're
lost
highest in
your
that one,
mind?
so let's do
You
that
do
one.
realise you're threatening the royal physician? All it takes is one word, and you're off to the scaffold.
What?
You mean the king?
Who else? The Kingfisher?
Bloody hell. Corva, fuck!
Look, it's not that big a deal, right? We'll be on our way. Sorry to bother you, Master Albig.
It's all right.
Damn.
God be with you.
And with you. Forever and ever.
I told them.
That's that.
I must say, you surprise me, Henry. And pleasantly so. Perhaps your company might come in handy at the monastery after all. What do you say? Will you come with me?
Yes. Let's go.
Let's
You
go.
can't go to the monastery dressed like that. Your armor would draw too much attention. Simple clothing will do. Go and change, then come back.
All right.
Okay, let's take off this armor. Okay, so I'm taking that off. I think that should do.
I'm ready. Let's go to the monastery.
Excellent.
There's nothing keeping me here. Let's go now.
I'll just grab a few essentials.
And away
Right
we
then.
go.
I think we can go. I've got everything I need. And you?
I'm ready too. Let's go.
I mean,
Off
I
we go.
definitely reckon we probably want our armor in case we got ambushed on the road, but still, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Father Abbot.
Albert, my friend. Christ be praised. Master Albert, welcome. I admit I didn't expect we'd meet again so soon.
But at the Italian court, I told you I needed to speak to His Majesty.
I know, of course. But after what happened, and now with what's going on here, nonetheless, King Sigismund has already returned to Hungary.
My friend, we both know your influence reaches well beyond the monastery walls.
And so does yours. In any case, you can gain access to Sigismund's court on your own. We both know how. That matter still hasn't been settled, Albrecht. The king cares about it.
Actually, forgive me. These are grave matters concerning His Royal Majesty. Can we speak privately somewhere?
I'd like that, but I'm afraid things are rather complicated right now.
Well, what's going on, my friend? You seem a little uneasy.
I am. There are 3 seriously ill patients in the infirmary, gravely ill, and I fear the worst.
The Black Death?
Sadly, we can't rule it out. And I say that as someone who's lived through one outbreak already, and survived.
Well, does it look like the plague?
You think I'd be alarmed over nothing?
Forgive me, Father. And who are these 3 patients?
2 are members of the monastery, Confessor Stephen and Brother Yaroslav, who works in the scriptorium, and one of the maidservants.
That doesn't make any sense. How could all 3 of them get infected?
When the plague strikes full force, it's swift.
That's not what I meant. You said yourself one of the sick is a maid. And as far as I know, women aren't allowed in the cloister.
True. So how could she have caught it along with 2 monks?
That, alas, I don't know.
Where would it have come from? The monastery is isolated. Few are allowed inside the cloisters.
Before King Sigismund decided to stay here, we took in many folk fleeing his army. We gave those poor souls food, shelter. Some of them washed in clean water for the first time in weeks.
And in poverty, hunger, and filth, all sorts of illnesses thrive.
On top of that, there's construction going on inside the church. There are all sorts of craftsmen and laborers in the monastic courtyard.
What are we going to do, Albik?
We'll go and see to the sick, of course. Then there'll be no reason we can't speak to the abbot in private about our matter.
But what if we catch it?
My mission is to help those in need. And that risk is part of it. You're free to walk away, of course.
Lord Pisek assigned me to guard you.
I believe he had other kinds of danger in mind.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Thank you, Albrecht, for volunteering. I wouldn't have dared ask it of you.
No need to thank me. I'm a physician. And there are people here in need of help. Not only those in the infirmary. If we can rule out plague, that may put your mind at ease too.
That's what I'm praying for. And of course, I'm open to discussing that matter of ours later on. I'll have a room prepared for you right in the infirmary. Brother Benedict, one of our novices, is there, and will tell you all you need to know.
Thank you. But I'd like to ask one small favor. I've been here many times before, but Henry's here for the first time. Would one of the brothers be able to show him the monastery? I'd rather he not get lost like I did all those years ago.
Of course. If you'd like, Henry, just ask Brother Petramil. I just spoke with him before you arrived. He'll show you around and gladly answer any questions.
Thank you, Father.
Very well. We've talked long enough. Let's get to work. Will you come with me to the infirmary, Henry?
Of course. Wouldn't let you go alone, would I?
I didn't think so.
Okay, let's take a little walk around. And after that, hopefully we'll get a little tour so we don't get lost.
Abbot seem anxious to you?
Yes. Although it's not like he tried to hide it much. The plague's a terrible illness. But surely they'd recognize it in the infirmary. Why would he need you?
Hail Mary.
Well, the thing is, the monastery isn't in great shape. Not that you'd notice right away. King Wenceslas borrowed heavily from settlers, and now the monastery has to sell land to pay off its debts. And when Sigismund marched on the town with his army, that didn't help matters either. And if plague really did break out, that could be the final nail in the coffin. The abbot might be forced to dissolve the monastery. But let's not jump to conclusions. I want to see the sick with my own eyes before we start worrying about the plague.
Well, hopefully we don't have the plague to worry about. Fingers crossed it's something else.
It's your bloody fault anyway. Oh, I struck you first, and that should have ended the duel, but no, you just had to have the last...
So, this is the confessor. What do you make of it, Henry?
He looks worn out. Doesn't even notice us. Whatever's wrong with him, it's clearly taken a toll.
Exactly. At his age, any illness hits far harder than it would a young and healthy man. Well, the good news, I suppose, is that he's not in agony. Pain's part of life, but no one deserves to suffer too much. Compassion, Henry, whether for the suffering or even the enemy, is part of every good physician's character. Unfortunately, not every physician is a good one.
Albek? Albek of Unichov?
Zacharias? What are you doing here?
Wherever His Majesty goes, I must follow. You know how it is. But why aren't you in Padua, studying? Have you been missing your homeland?
I was summoned home for urgent matters. And since I'm here, the abbot asked for my help.
Ah, yes. This plague he's so afraid of.
Plague? Do you believe it? Am I such a poor teacher?
Of course not. But until now, it was just my word against the abbot's. In other words, I am truly glad you're here, my friend.
Henry, allow me to introduce Master Zacharias of Prchatsitz. He once studied under me, but became a trusted friend, and eventually the personal physician of King Sigismund.
You flatter me, Albek. The road to that post was a good deal more torturous.
Ooh, does this mean we are going to see
you are...
the king? Or does it not?
Henry of Skalitz. I'm here at the command of Sir Peter of Pisek, serving as Albic's aide.
The Lord of Sukdol wouldn't even have let me come here without a proper escort. And I'm the one who's supposed to be stubborn.
Quit complaining. You might find an aide like him more useful than you think. Anyway, this here is Dinesh. He didn't come entirely of his own will either, but he's proven a reliable man.
Dinesh Latskvi, gentlemen.
Well then, now we all know each other, shall we finally return to the matter of the patients? Zacharias, I presume the abbot summoned you for the same reason as me.
Aye, though I've only had time to merely examine them all.
So what did you find out?
All three share the same symptoms. It begins with weakness, then comes fever, rash, and later bloody diarrhea. By far the best off is the confessor here. He can still talk. The maid and the translator from the scriptorium are much worse. They sleep most of the day. And when they do speak, it's nonsense, because they're delirious with fever.
Right. In that case, first we need to bring down the fever. Have they given you anyone to assist?
Yes, Benedict. He's a novice and a bit odd, but he knows more about alchemy than most.
We'll need linen and clean water for compresses. Pre-boiled water is best. Have you got chamomile decoctions?
Benedict brews a fresh batch every evening.
And what are they feeding them?
Mostly bread, fruit. Yesterday they had fish, but they haven't eaten much of it.
That doesn't sound like proper food for the sick. If they've got a fever, they need to be drinking a lot, don't they?
You're right. This is no good at all. They might as well be feeding them dry pretzels. They should be getting something light and nutritious, ideally in liquid form. Broths,
Exactly.
stews, thin porridge.
Best thing for an
Dinesh
illness
speaks to
like
Solarius
this.
Julian. You know the way to the kitchen, right?
Consider it done.
Then fetch herbs from Joachim. I gave him a list of what we'll need.
Gentlemen,
Joachim, you say? Well now.
Can I help in any way?
The best thing you could do is find out what the patients were doing before they ended up here. Diseases spread through foul air. So if we find where the three of them were breathing the same air, we'll find the source of the infection too.
Who should I start with?
If I were you, I'd start with the confessor. He's the only one still lucid enough to speak. Better hurry. He might take a turn for the worse any moment.
Is this who we're after? It sounds like a bit of a
Who should I ask
dodgy
about
guy.
the maid?
As far as I know, her name's Blezhna. She gets her work assignments from Steward Zdenek. So I'd go and speak to him. And apparently, she's got a friend here. She might know something too. Try and find her.
Who might know the monk who was translating in the scriptorium?
Everything to do with books is handled by the librarian. His name's Crispin. He likes the sound of his own voice, but if you're patient, he might tell you what our patient was working on.
Can I help with anything else?
No, that's more than enough now.
Once you've found something, come back. Maybe we'll have figured out more by then.
Okay, so first we're going to talk to everyone.
How do you feel?
See if they've got anything in common.
Turning
And
inside
then let's
out.
keep it after.
I'll let
Let's
you
see what
rest.
we get to after that.
But first, I need to know who you've been seeing lately. And where.
What? Why?
Because we need to find out where and how you got infected.
I mean, that is sensible.
What's that got to do with the others?
The sickness spreads through foul air. Anyone breathing the same air as you might be at risk.
You sound like you know what you're talking about. And I believe you've got your reasons. But I'm a confessor. I can't. I mustn't break the seal of confession or tell you what anyone confided in me.
I'm not asking you to reveal anything. Just point me in the right direction.
Perhaps you're right. I could at least point the way. There's something that might be connected to this dreadful sickness. Look in my cell. It's the one beneath the abbot's chamber, opposite the spiral staircase. Here's the key. I think you'll find something there that might help you.
Okay, that's
What am I looking
sounds very helpful.
That you'll have to find out for yourself.
for? I understand. I won't pressure you. Get some rest.
Wait, please. Do you think that I might ask you for something?
What is it?
I'd like to have some flowers. Something living to cover up the ever-present stench of decoctions.
What would you want flowers for? You'd be better off brewing a fever remedy from them.
Do I need a reason? I just like them.
Their color, their fragrance. That's what I miss the most here.
Yep, that sounds
I'll see
sensible.
what's growing nearby and bring you some. It'll brighten the place up a bit at least.
Thank you, lad.
Train with Carl. He won't put up with your...
Okay, so that's one down. Okay.
Young man, could we borrow you for a moment?
What's going on here?
It's about Slavek not knowing when to stop.
Shut it, Yeshek! And you, young lord, what's your name?
I'm Henry, and I'm no lord.
All right then, Henry. Do you think you could settle this for us?
We were having a training duel. Servant Brother Carl makes sure we don't grow idle here. Well, Slavek thinks he struck me first. I say it was the other way round.
You're looking pretty battered for a training duel.
Yeah, once we get going, it's no laughing matter. We've both got a bit of a temper.
Either way, the fight should have ended the moment I hit you. If it had been a sharp blade, you'd be dead.
Bullocks.
How did it happen from your point of view, Yashek?
We were having a training duel, but it wouldn't be Slavek if he didn't run his gob the whole time. I didn't give a toss until he started insulting my ma. I won't have anyone doing that in front of me.
That's serious.
I mean, yeah, you don't insult someone's
that
mother.
She squints, and I've got it from her. I warned him to shut his
I
gob.
mean, not gonna lie, that's not much for an insult.
I gave him a jab in the shoulder, well-placed and educational, to end the fight then and there. But he got all riled up and came back at me.
That's a load of crap. He pounced at me out of nowhere. I was only defending myself.
I still want to hear what Slavek has to say.
Now that's more like it. We just wanted to warm up a bit. Attack, block, But Yeshek completely lost it. Left lower cut, lunge at the knee, then straight for the ribs from the right. All at full force, like he was trying to kill me. So I shout, "Ease up, have you lost your fucking mind?" And the idiot goes even harder. So I
Oh, that's
sniped him
hilarious.
one. What else was I supposed to do?
Where exactly did you hit him?
Where do you think? Right on the skull. I blacked out for a moment, but then I just saw red.
Yeah, he looked like he'd completely snapped. He swung and... Ow! Bloody hell! He struck down at me with a full swing straight to the collarbone.
Damn.
Oh, come off it. You're making half of that up.
This bickering of yours is tiring. I'll tell you what I think, but then you'll both shut up. All right? Doesn't matter who struck first. It was a training fight.
Oh, it hurt like a real one.
Yeah, I'll have a scar across half my head because of it.
If either of you knew a master strike, you might have come off a bit better. Or at least one of you would have.
Master strike?
Your armed brethren probably call it a Meisterhowl. You deflect an attack and strike your opponent in one move.
Here's a good move.
Don't give us that. Nothing beats a good solid smack in the teeth.
My thoughts exactly. We could still have a bout though, eh, Yeshek? Once they let us out.
I'm still pissed at you over the last one.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean that stuff about your ma. I've never even seen her. And anyway, I'm glad I ended up in the infirmary with you. What more do we need?
Yeah, no Ludolf breathing down our necks day in, day out.
And they got a nice day of rest.
Who's Ludolf?
Our commander. Tough, strict, but fair.
He's the only real knight among us, really. Came from Marienburg. That's a castle belonging to the Order. It's supposed to be massive.
I'd love to see it one day. I haven't set foot outside Bohemia in my whole life.
Don't worry. You'll see it when we march out of here. But till then, we're stuck here for a while.
Well, I wish you both a swift recovery. I'll be off now.
Thanks. By the way, if you run into Brother Carl, tell him not to take it to heart. We brought it on ourselves. He's a good man, and if you wanted, I'm sure he'd let you train with us at the camp. Just tell him you know us.
But watch yourself, so you don't end up like the two of us. I don't think Carl could take that.
I'll keep that in mind.
And Henry, before you go, I have one more favor to ask. When they were carrying me here, I dropped my purse somewhere along the way. A nice one, made of leather. Could you look for it? It had all my coin in it, but I can barely stand, let alone go searching.
Do you at least know where you lost it?
They dragged me along the path by the ponds. At one point I got snagged on some bush, so they were yanking me back and forth, and I reckon that's when the purse got shaken loose. It was near that stone well in front of the main entrance to the church.
All right, I'll have a look. Maybe no one's picked it up yet.
Thanks. I'd be
Fingers
grateful.
crossed.
Look,
Maybe we'll even get a reward from getting it.
What do you say?
Try to calm down first. Where did you say it hurts?
Down here, under my belly.
What's the matter? Do you need me to take you to the infirmary? You're writhing around like a worm in salt.
Forgive me, I have a fever of decoction brewing and it needs straining.
I can't feel my legs or my back. Just a burning pain so bad, even the devil would ask for a cold cloth.
Is there anything I can help you with, good wife?
Who are you calling good wife? The name's Maddie, and no, only a sawbones can help me. Or the Reaper, maybe.
Then it's your lucky day. Because I'm a bit of both. Tell me what's bothering you, Maddie.
Well,
Hopefully we can
it
help fix her
hurts
up.
like hell. Here, below my belly. It feels like a couple of hounds fighting over a piece of bacon. And the Holy Brother over there won't help. Says it's a woman's issue. Only I'm regular as a Vesper's bell. This is something else.
That's a vivid description. How long has it been hurting?
Well, it started the day before yesterday, and it's only gotten worse since then. And I've tried everything. Calamus, yarrow. I even prayed to Saint Benedict and rubbed garlic on my stomach. I even tried hanging from a ladder upside down so it could pass through me. All for nothing. And I almost bashed my head getting down.
What were you doing before it started hurting?
Working like a dog I was. Who said I wasn't? Zdeněk? All right, so I sat down on the stairs, just for a little while. My legs were killing me. Besides, those stairs were bloody hard. And ice cold too. It's a wonder I didn't freeze in place.
All right, enough. I get it. All right. I'll try to help you somehow. If you sat on cold steps for a while, you might have caught cold from below.
Whatever it is, I just want it to stop hurting. Sakura. Let them rinse me out with holy water for all I care. Or at least tie a knot in my guts, or I swear they are gonna come spilling out.
Well, that's certainly a vivid picture she's painted.
I have this medicine here. Maybe it'll help you feel better.
Yeah, let's give her a strong digestive potion.
Here. If it's as strong as it smells, you'll be back in fine fettle in no time.
Are you sure about this? This looks like the stuff I had to gurgle that one time when I ate too much bacon. But, all right then. I'll hand it over before I give birth over here. What the... Holy Mary, did you hear that too? It's coming from my belly. That swill must be coming back up. What did you do to me? Now I need a bucket for each end. Oh, what's all this gurgling?
Okay, so we've helped her with her, let's call it digestive problems. Is the most friendly way to call it. Okay, where are we off to next? Let's search that cell. I think that's our next course of action. If anyone has any questions, please let me know in the comments. Even if it's just, hey, or what you're playing at the moment. I am happy to talk and answer any questions if anyone has any. Okay, so let's search his cell. See if that... Is there anything under the bed? Nope. Okay, so we got some fancy jewellery.
Where the hell did the confessor get so many valuables? Something doesn't add up here. There's not much here, so where did the valuables come from? So that's why the confessor wanted flowers from me. He must like them.
Okay, that's it for the cell. Let's get some... let's speak with the librarian next. Well, after that, then we can have a little tour around the monastery. No, let's speak with the librarian. I think we have to head off to the library for that. At least it's not going to be... It's going to be a lot better than it was the last time our Henry was in the monastery.
Your brother
For
Chris.
all those who haven't played the first game, I would highly recommend it.
I heard he worked here as a translator.
Ah, yes. Poor Yaroslav. I pray daily for his recovery. God
It is another fantastic game, not quite as good as this one,
mind. It would be a terrible loss if...
but still an absolutely fantastic
Such thoughts
game.
help no one. And who are you, anyway?
My name is Henry. I'm helping Master Albic in the infirmary.
Very well. What do you want to know about Yaroslav?
Could you tell me, please, where he was staying?
He has a cell in the dormitory upstairs. Go up the stairs in front of the scriptorium and turn right. Then it's the 5th cell from the door.
Thanks. I'll take a look. Who here knew Yaroslav best?
Most likely, Brother Celestine. He helps with copying books too, though he doesn't have nearly the same talent.
Celestine, you say? I should speak to him. Where did Yaroslav work?
Here in the scriptorium, of course. You'll find his usual place right by the entrance. But be careful, he's got something unfinished there. He's spent so much time on it that it must be nearly done by now. It'd be a shame to ruin it just before completion.
Don't worry. I'll be careful. Thanks. That's all I needed.
Till we meet again.
Okay, so we got to check where he's working. Where is his workspace?
It's almost empty. What was Yaroslav working on all those days?
Okay, this is a mystery indeed. So we get to check his belongings. And then after that, let's head on to the next objective. Okay. I think it might be... Is it upstairs?
Plans of the cellars? What did he need those for?
And the plot thickens. Let's open that up and see. Okay, I just can't read that in this light, so I'm gonna have to go somewhere a bit more brighter, a bit brighter, so we can read it.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
Okay, let's get a tour of this monastery. Let's do this. Hopefully we get some excitement, otherwise it's going to be a pretty dull DLC. Is this the guy who's going to give us a tour of the monastery? Yes, it is.
Brother Petramil?
Yes, and you are?
My name's Henry. I'm accompanying Albik of Unichov. The abbot said you'd show me around the monastery.
Of course. The monastery grounds are extensive, and I'm glad you're open to advice on getting around. Would you like to go now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So you know what?
Our monastery was the first Cistercian monastery in Bohemia, and is thus the mother of all our order's monasteries in these lands. God bless. This is the gate to the monastery. Within the monastery grounds, you'll find the workers' dwellings, farm buildings, and fish ponds. And on the far side of the monastery, we've got an orchard and gardens.
I saw quite a few knights here. Do they live here?
Those are brothers of the Teutonic Order. The abbot offered them lodging while they're gathering resources in Kuttenberg for their next campaign.
How long are they supposed to stay?
No one knows. But it doesn't look like they're in any great hurry. This is the kitchen. From here, Salarius Julian oversees the state of the monastery stores and the meals for the brothers.
Good to know where to come if I get hungry.
Yes. But please, try not to speak with the other brothers too much.
Why not? Have they taken a vow of silence?
The rule of Saint Benedict encourages the cultivation of silence. The brothers shouldn't be chatting idly, but rather turning their minds to work and to God.
What if I need something?
In case of need, of course you may speak to them. But for ordinary tasks and objects, we've developed our own gestures. You don't need to learn them, though. As a guest, you won't need access to such things. Let's continue the tour. Please, follow me.
That's good to know that we won't have to learn a whole series of gestures. Lucky us. But probably unlucky if we need to talk to them.
Where's this water coming from? In the middle of the monastery.
Well, it's a pretty cool fountain, I'll give it that. I've seen cooler, but still, for this time, it's a pretty cool fountain.
This is our monastery library and scriptorium. Brother Crispin, our librarian, does a splendid job. Our collection may not be the largest, but it's exceptionally colorful.
Can I borrow any books here?
Yes, but please try not to take them out of the library. We already have trouble with brothers not returning them. I think I myself might have a forgotten volume or two in my cell.
Can I help with that?
That's up to Brother Crispin. But it's true he's overburdened and sorely short of time. Try asking him.
All right, I'll check with him. If Albik doesn't need me urgently.
That would be kind of
Well, so we're going to be a detective following up on late library books. Can't say that's the most thrilling of quests, but still. We've had worse quests.
This is the chapter hall. Here, Abbot Jan receives important visitors and pilgrims.
You mean like when Sigismund came?
Of course. That was the most important visit, and duty of recent years.
And what was his visit like?
We barely noticed His Majesty. He had his own wing for himself and his retinue. We're now returning it to a more appropriate state for the monastery's needs. Until then, it remains closed.
Have you had any other such visitors recently?
When Sigismund left, his court physician, Master Zacharias, remained.
And what does he do here?
He's assisting Brother Benedict in the infirmary, and also teaching him new things. So, why exactly has your master come?
That's not for me to reveal. And anyway, aren't monks supposed to keep out of worldly affairs?
That's hard to do when the abbot invites the world through our gates. Let's continue the tour. Please.
I mean, if I was a monk, I'd probably want to know all the gossip as well.
Next, we'll visit the beating heart of our monastery. Please, ignore the ongoing work.
Okay, so what is the beating heart of the monastery? Is it the orchard? Is it something else? Or I'm gonna say it's probably the chapel. She's pretty much the beating heart of any monastery, the chapel.
Open our hearts and minds to understand your holy scriptures.
I will say it does look rather good, even though it's during construction at the moment.
It's the pride of our monastery, and the dominant landmark of the region.
What's with the hole in the floor?
Yes. That's one of the hazards of ongoing repairs. But that's not something a guest need concern himself with.
I don't mind. Tell me.
There's not much to tell. During repairs, the floor collapsed into the cellar spaces, and we're working on fixing it.
Oh, come on. There's got to be more to it. A cellar under the church? Storing onions on sacred ground?
Not onions, but bodies.
Oh.
Beneath the church
Not gonna
is
lie.
a crypt where abbots and other esteemed
I thought there was going to be something a
benefactors of the
bit more
monastery
exciting than
are
that,
laid
but
to
still.
rest.
I see why you wouldn't want to spread that around. It doesn't look like a good omen.
It certainly doesn't. Perhaps we should leave the laborers to their work and move along.
Let's move on.
I reckon I'm going to put a bet now that we are going to go underneath the monastery before this DLC is over. I'd happily put some money on that if anyone wants to take me up on my offer. Let's say a couple quid. Actually, no. I will donate a few quid if we don't.
Did you notice the cemetery by the monastery when you arrived?
Hard not to. It's enormous.
Yes. For a long time now, people have traveled even from far and wide to bury their loved ones here.
Why here of all places?
Over a century ago, Abbot Heidenreich went on a pilgrimage to the Holy Land and brought back soil from Christ's tomb. Since then, people have come here in great numbers. After the plague and the wars of recent years, their numbers have only grown. We recently built the ossuary to have a place to lay the dead. These cells are reserved for brothers who hold an official position in the monastery.
And which cell is yours?
If you come through the garden gate, it's the first cell on the right. But I spend most of the day making rounds around the monastery, or assisting the abbot, who has his office above us.
Where does that gate lead?
To the garden surrounding the monastery. If you ever crave solitude and natural beauty within the monastery walls, do not hesitate to visit.
Why are they here specifically?
Let's check. So we've got the library down there.
The abbot's study
There's
is
a cellar
upstairs,
soon.
so we can be close at hand.
Should we move on?
Please, this way. Next, I'll show you the abbot's chapel.
Won't the abbot mind?
Apparently not. The Right Reverend instructed me to give you as thorough a tour of the monastery as possible, including the chapel. He said
That's nice of
ignorance
him.
mustn't hinder your ability to assist your master. The last part of our tour. This chapel is where the abbot himself prays. The painting above the altar shows Archangel Michael.
Okay, nothing hidden behind there.
We see sinners cast to hellish beasts and pious souls rising to the gates of heaven.
If that I was hiding something, that's probably where I'd hide it.
But if I buy indulgences, I can avoid hell, right?
For lesser sins, yes. Remember, indulgences only lighten your soul and shorten your time in purgatory. But no matter how
the
much
amount
you
of
give
people
to the
Henry
church,
has killed,
indulgences
I'm
won't
pretty
save
sure
you
he's
from mortal sin.
probably
I'll now
buggered.
take you to Master Albic in the infirmary. Please follow me.
We have not played Henry like a holy person. So, unfortunately, at least for some of his kills, he's probably going down. Maybe to purgatory for a while, and then going
To
to
the
heaven.
right is the gate to the monastery wing used during King Sigismund's stay. We're still cleaning up after such noble company, so it's currently inaccessible.
Are they cleaning up, or do they have something to hide there? Yeah, I've got to find out that for sure.
And here's the infirmary, where you'll find Master Albic. Anything else you'd like to ask?
Thanks, but no.
Okay, so what do we have left to do? We could talk to the monk and speak to the steward. Okay, I'm going to go back into there. I want to talk to that librarian again. I think they've got more to tell us. Actually, no, I'm going to give that guy some flowers first. Then go to the library. After that I'll do a bit more, and then I think it'll be time for me to head back in. Or to me to sign off.
You'll have to explain something to me. I expected all sorts in your cell, but jewelry? What's the meaning of it?
You'll have to figure that out. I've already told you more than I should have.
That's no help to me. It was all about the jewelry from the start, wasn't it? You sent me to find it.
I didn't send you for anything. You found it on your own.
How did you even come by that jewelry?
Honestly, that much I can tell you.
So you got it from someone? Not as a gift, I suppose. Maybe during confession?
You know I can't say any more than I have.
If you don't tell me more, I'll have to go to the abbot.
The abbot can't help here. The only one who can release me from the obligation of silence is the sinner himself.
Wait, so someone really did steal that jewelry? And you confiscated it? Or they gave it to you during confession?
Those are your words.
Well, then at least give me another hint. Where next?
I've pointed you far enough. The rest is up to you.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, I reckon there's probably going to point me to another clue some point in the future anyway. We'll find something else that will point to something else. Fingers crossed with you anyway. I was about to say, we almost completely forgot why we even went there in the first place. To give that guy his flowers. Does he want specific flowers, or what does he want?
Look, maybe we could have a rematch once they let us out of here. What do you say?
Brought the flowers.
May the Lord reward
Hey!
you.
Here they are.
Thank you, lad. Would you put them in the jug for me?
That's how it's done. Yeah, that looks nice. Back to the quest. I reckon we can get at least a solid 2 or 3 quests done. What does everyone reckon before we finish?
Greetings.
Although at this rate, I'm going to say it's probably going to be a 3-part video.
I'm sorry.
Okay, let's check out the library again. Let's talk to the librarian. See if we can't do anything about those lost books or late books. Nope, not him. We're talking to you about that yet. Well, no, can't talk to him about it yet anyway. Okay, we speak to the steward and the monk. Thank God we've got a helpful map here, otherwise we would be just a bit lost. And it's just a bit helpful for us to find our way around. Hello, hello, hello to all those who have joined. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And if you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe.
That's right. We joined the monastery.
If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments. I'm always happy to answer any questions.
Was he recently at confession with Brother Stephen?
Why are you even asking?
Master Albic put me up to it. He's treating him now. He said it might help if we knew more about Yaroslav.
I see. And how is he? Is the treatment working?
He'll definitely pull through. After all, he's in the care of the royal physician.
Really? Well, that puts me more at ease. What did you want to know?
How does Yaroslav spend his time?
Same as all of us. Work, prayer, studying the scriptures, and sleep. Yaroslav is completely immersed in his books. He's currently translating a new one from Italian. It's called the Decameron. He often stays in the scriptorum late into the night because of it. Shows up for morning prayers with his hands, sometimes even his nose, stained with ink.
Really? Crispin told me how hard-working Yaroslav is, but he's barely translated anything from his latest book.
What makes you say that?
Well, simple. The book is still lying in the scriptorium, and when I opened it, it was practically empty.
That's... You must be mistaken.
Why don't you believe me?
I do. I just don't want you going around and slandering Yaroslav left and right.
That's really not my aim. But I think I might be onto something. I just don't yet know what. And if you won't tell me anything, I'll probably have to ask the librarian again.
Wait. Don't say anything to Crispin.
Oh? And why not?
Because he simply wouldn't understand. Oh dear. Promise you really won't tell anyone.
Word of honor. Now talk.
Okay, what's he about to spill?
I just hope Yaroslav forgives me. One night, he accidentally woke me. The door to his cell creaks horribly. I already suspected his translation was taking oddly long, so I followed him that night. At first, it looked like he was heading to the scriptorum, but after he went down the stairs, he turned right and went down into the cellars. But when I went in after him, I couldn't see him anymore. I lost him in the dark.
And you've no idea where he might have gone?
Not a clue. As far as I know, it's just barrels of wine down there. And empty wine barrels.
There's just one more thing I'd like to know. Has Yaroslav spoken to Brother Stephen recently? About confession, maybe?
I don't think so. Yaroslav doesn't neglect prayer or fasting, but he only rarely resorts to confession.
So you mean he sins, but avoids confessing it?
He hardly sees anything as sin. How can I put it? He chose a life of asceticism, but he's not afraid to live. He once said, why would God create the world if he didn't want man to discover it?
Well, that is very true.
Why didn't you want to tell me?
Because I just don't want Yaroslav to get expelled from the monastery.
Just for going to the cellar? That doesn't mean anything.
What if he was meeting someone down there? Someone no one's supposed to see him with.
Ooh.
What, like a woman?
Well, I once saw him standing in the monastery doorway with some wench, and they looked like they were having a grand old chat.
Secret meetups in the cellar.
And where exactly did you lose him in the cellars?
In the corridor leading to the scriptorum, at the passage to the stairs to the lower level.
Scandalous.
The wench you saw Yaroslav with, was her name Blazhena? Because she's now in the infirmary with that same illness.
I don't know. I was mainly looking at Yaroslav. I don't even know any of the maids by name.
That's enough for now.
Okay, so we've got some potential scandal here. Okay, so we speak with the steward and then we're going to search the monastery cellar. I'd say I've been looking forward to this coming out.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Seen anything so beautiful? Don't you feel the presence of something greater?
Must have taken an awful lot of effort. But it truly is a sight for sore eyes.
Yes, that it is. You know, many of my brothers in time stopped seeing the beauty hidden behind these walls. Thank you for stopping here for a moment. Peace be with you.
It's a good thing we answered. Otherwise we would have missed out on that. Okay.
Greetings.
Just talking to the steward and then search the cellar.
You're Zdeněk, right? They say you're the steward here.
Not really much of a mystery so far, I have to say.
She's lying in the infirmary. What's it to you?
She's in a bad way. Master Albic is treating her, but to work out what's wrong, I need to know what she's been doing lately.
Oh, I see. That's different. What do you want to know then?
What sort of work does Blazhena usually do?
All sorts. She's a maid, so she does whatever needs doing.
Did she ever go into the monastery?
What would she do there? Women aren't allowed in. But she still manages to get where she's not allowed.
What do you mean by that?
Sneaky, sneaky.
It will sound terrible with her being sick now.
Whatever it is, out with it.
I think she's been stealing. Lately, food's been going missing from the pantry, and she and I are the only ones with a key. I was just about to throw her out, but then she fell ill.
Damn.
Where does Blazhena sleep? I'd like to take a look at her room.
What for? How do I know you won't nick something?
Excuse me? I can bring Master Albic here if you like, but he's got better things to do. Like saving Blazhena and the others.
All right, no need to shout. Blasiana sleeps in the house across from the church, like most of the help. When you enter, go through the door on the right, then up the stairs. Her bed and chest are by the window.
I'll take a look there if that's all right. Who was Blasiana closest with here?
She shared a room with Valerie. I had to separate them more than once so they'd stop chatting and get to work.
And how do I recognise Valerie?
Easy. She's the only blonde among the maids.
And where do I find Valerie?
That's her, standing over there. But listen, don't tell her what I suspect. She might take it the wrong way.
Thanks.
Okay, let's talk to Valerie. And
Good
after
afternoon.
that, we can go search that
I
cellar.
need to find something out about Blasiana.
So we must search a room
You know her
first.
better than anyone.
Well, we share a room, but we're not that close, really. Why?
I'm helping the physician treating her, and anything I find out could help. I spoke to the steward, but he wasn't very helpful.
Zdeněk? I don't know. I doubt I'll tell you anything he hasn't already.
What is it? Why are you suddenly on edge?
When Blasiana fell ill, I was there. I sleep right next to her. What if I caught it
I
too?
mean, yep, that would be enough to make anyone anxious.
You were calm until I said your steward sent me.
Shh! Quiet!
What is it?
I'll tell you something, but not in front of him. If he heard, he'd skin me alive.
Ooh.
As long as I'm here, he won't touch you. You've got nothing to fear.
That's just it. You're not here forever. One day you'll leave, and then what'll happen to me?
I don't think Zdeněk will forget about me so easily.
All right then. What did Zdeněk tell you about Blasiana?
Well, he said he suspects that Blasiana's been stealing.
That scoundrel. I knew he'd try feeding you lies.
Ooh.
How can you be so sure Zdeněk lied to me?
Because I caught him red-handed. I saw him going through Blasiana's things. Her chest.
You think he was looking for something?
Maybe. I saw him take something out of her chest.
Do you know where Zdeněk sleeps? Maybe I should have a look.
We live in the same house. Me and Blasiana sleep upstairs. He's got a bed in the kitchen downstairs, just opposite the door.
And do you know exactly what he took?
No. It was already getting dark, and the bastard's quick with his hands. But it must have been something small. Right after that, he slipped out and went down into the cellar outside.
And what sort of cellar is it?
The entrance is in the yard, under the stairs. There's food down there, but mainly that's where the monastery wine is kept. There are a few rooms down there, and only Zdeněk has a key to some of them.
Sounds like a perfect place to stash stolen goods. But why would Zdeněk lie about Blasiana stealing?
I don't know what went on between them, but lately he's been giving her a hard time. I think he wants to get rid of her.
Yep.
Now?
He definitely does.
Poor Blasiana's ill.
That's just grist to his mill. The poor lass can't even defend herself, and he wants to take advantage of it.
Where did Blasiana usually go around the monastery?
All over?
Right, but that doesn't help me. Where did only she go?
Zdeněk gave her the pantry key, so she was the only one who had access to it.
And where is that pantry?
That same cellar I already told you about. The one I saw Zdeněk run into.
Why would the steward want to get rid of an ordinary maid?
Isn't it enough that he's a scoundrel? Maybe he fancied her and she laughed in his face. Serves him right.
Did Blasiana have a sweetheart?
That? I'm not entirely sure.
So someone's been sniffing round her?
I only ever saw her once, chatting cheerfully in the doorway of the monastery with some monk.
Monks aren't supposed to talk to women, right?
And I haven't told anyone but you about it, and you keep it to yourself too. Blasiana's got it hard enough as it
Good
is.
for her for getting herself
That'll do for now. I'll take a look in that cellar
kind
and
of.
see what I can find.
Right, but how is all this supposed to help Blasiana get better?
Well, to be honest, I don't know myself. But Master Albic said to find out what I can.
And how is Blasiana doing?
Honestly, it's not looking good. She's burning with fever and spends most of the time rambling.
Poor girl. I'll pray for her. Let's hope she recovers. I miss her high spirits. And her laugh. Without her, it's so horribly quiet here. Take care then.
And that is that.
God be with you, my friend.
Greetings.
Okay, so what's our next stop? So we're going to search her room. Nope, nothing there.
That's a lot of coin. Suspiciously much for a
Damn.
common maid.
And the lockpicks as well. Something sketchy going along there. Nope, nothing there. Okay, let's make our way to the cellar. Let's see if there's anything they've dropped off there.
It's pretty wet in here. So this is where the water on the floor is coming from.
Okay, is there anything? Okay, so we got water coming from the floor. Going over here. We got ourselves some free lockpicks. Come on, let's do it. Don't break the lockpick. Hey! Huh. That's how it's done.
Why is there wine spilled everywhere? Wine in a tub? But it looks watered down to me. Could Zdeněk have poured water into it? An empty wine barrel. Someone's been hammering these barrels shut.
Yeah, I definitely would have to say someone's been stealing, doing something. Something's been doing a bit dodgy. Okay, let's do this. We got it, yes! Okay, so we got Ecclesiae. Anything else in there? I think that's all we're going to find in this room. Is there anything we can find in this room? Nope, I think that's it again. I think they're just possibly watering down the wine. Hey.
Of course. Now I get it. Steward Zdeněk's watering down the monastery wine. If the abbot found out about this, he'd Throw him out.
Bit of a dodgy guy. Let's confront her about this.
I know you're watering down the monastery wine.
I beg your pardon?
Don't act like you didn't hear. You know exactly what I meant.
You feeling all right? Maybe you should lie down.
I saw your cellar.
What? But no one's allowed down there.
And I know exactly why. Now we're gonna have a little chat.
All right. But not here. Come with me, if anyone heard you.
I'm not going anywhere with you. We're talking here and now.
Oh, come on.
No, come on.
Shh, not so loud.
But you don't want anyone to hear? Then talk.
All right. I won't say another word. Just stop shouting. So what the hell do you want from me? Coin?
What did you take from Blažena's chest?
Take? Me?
Don't deny it. They saw you rummaging through her things.
What's Blazena got to do with all this anyway? Did that bitch tell you something?
Don't speak about her like that. You hear me? The poor girl might die. And anyway, why would she tell me anything?
Because she figured it out too. One time I forgot to lock the cellar door behind me and she caught me at it.
So that's why you lied about her? So no one would believe her if she gave you away? You're a right bastard.
Damn.
You know that?
Go to hell.
So what did you take from her chest then?
I found a key in her chest.
What key? What's it for?
It's for the monastery cellar.
You mean your cellar?
No, it's the key to the cellar under the monastery.
But how would
Ooh,
Blazena
now we're
get
getting
something
somewhere.
like that? Women aren't even allowed in the monastery.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Christ.
It's her and the priest. I'm going to call
And
it.
that's all you know?
That's it, I swear.
Then give me the key.
I don't have it on me.
So where is it?
It's hidden, where I keep the silver from the watered wine. I figured you'd want something in return for keeping quiet.
Keep the silver. I just want the key.
Really? Then it seems we have a deal. Come with me.
Yeah, I mean, we've got plenty of cash, so we don't really need his money as well. After I finish playing this DLC, I will be moving on and playing Red Dead Redemption 2. And after that, I may be playing Marvel Spider-Man 2, depending on what has been released by that time. We shall see. If you have any requests for games you'd like to see me play, please put them down in the comments. I've played Forza, the latest Forza game, because of it. I've also played Devotion and a couple other games for requests from people who have been watching my streams. I have to say I'm looking forward to returning to Red Dead Redemption 2, another request, but a game I've played before. It is an absolutely fantastic game.
Come closer. I don't want to shout here.
So where's the key?
Here it is. Just like I promised. Wait! Promise me you won't tell the abbot about the wine. He'd have me hanged, or kicked out if I'm lucky. But if I stay here at the monastery, I could be useful to you.
How useful?
As the steward, I can get all sorts. Lockpicks and other handy things.
We'll see. I'll think about it. And I'll clear off.
I mean, it's good to know the guy who's got some useful connections in case we need it. Now it's time to search the monastery cellar. And other things, I've also finished playing The Last of Us Part 2 recently. Now I'm playing a bit of Fortnite at the moment. I have to say I was a bit disappointed that I missed the big reveal, but I've been watching the videos for it and it does look good.
glad to see I like people like
I
you.
don't normally play games like Fortnite, but
Master Guard.
with all the skins they've got, I will admit I do enjoy it. I do enjoy a bit of Fortnite sometimes. It's a bit of fun sometimes. What I need to do is get myself a little team together for people to play with. Okay, so down this way and on the...
Praise you for the beauty of your creation and your care for us. Amen.
Left, right and down.
This must be where Yaroslav got lost when Celestin followed him. Footprints.
Ooh. What are we about to find?
What the? Hey! How did you get in here? And who are you?
I'm trying to find out more about the 3 sick people in the infirmary. And all the signs led me right here.
Christ's precious passion. May the Lord forgive us.
Forgive you for what? And who even are you?
Wojtek. We were writing a book here. All of us.
What book are you talking about? You don't mean the Decameron?
Oh no. Yaroslav finished that one long ago.
What are you on about? The book on his lectern in the scriptorium is almost empty.
Ooh.
When Yaroslav started translating the Decameron, he soon realized what it was really about. He became afraid that if Brother Crispin, or, God forbid, the abbot, found out, they'd forbid him to continue the translation. They might even have the book destroyed. What a loss that would be. So once he'd finished the translation, he hid it down here instead.
So Yaroslav was working on something new down here?
The Decameron left a strong impression on him. He decided to write a book of his own, in the same spirit, to celebrate what is as valuable to man as love, or the spiritual life. He later asked Brother Ernest and me to work on the book together.
And what exactly did Yaroslav want to write about?
About humor, wit, laughter. About everything that can make a person laugh.
Why would someone write about that, of all things? I thought books were meant to be about...
Something lofty?
Oh, something like that.
Yaroslav believed that a sense of humor could help a person in hard times just as much as strong faith could.
That's very
There's
true.
something to that. Who knows how I'd have ended up if I hadn't been able to laugh at myself from time to time.
Just like Yaroslav said, laughter and humor are gifts from our Lord, among the mightiest. But the brothers probably wouldn't see it that way. That's why we met and worked in secret. Sometimes we'd write all night, other times we'd get into heated debates. And sometimes we just tried to outdo each other with witty sayings.
So, basically you were sitting down here telling jokes all night?
Among other things, but mostly we were working.
Go on then. Tell me one of the jokes you came up with.
Now? All right then. All right. Here's one. Do you know why monks lie down in the meadow among the sheep? Because they're waiting for the good shepherd.
Nope.
Tell me another one.
So I went to see the apothecary, but I didn't like him at all. He was totally apathetic.
All right, that's enough. I'd like to ask you something else. Who helped write your book?
Me, obviously Yaroslav, and Brother Ernest, and also Blazhina.
And what was Blazhina doing here? She's a maid. She probably can't write. And women aren't allowed in the monastery, are they?
I didn't get it at first either. Why Yaroslav brought her here. If anyone had found out, the abbot would have thrown us all out. But I soon understood. Humor isn't just for the educated or wealthy, let alone just for men. Laughter belongs to everyone. How could we grasp its breadth with just our limited experience?
So, this isn't about any sin? Blazhena's just funny?
More than that. Her laughter, sense of humor, her knack for knowing when to make a joke. It's a true gift from God.
Who exactly is Ernest? I don't think I've met him.
One of the older brothers. He's in charge of all the building and repairs in the monastery.
And do you know if he might have fallen ill, too?
No idea. But now that you mention it, I haven't seen him for a while. And when I think how Yaroslav and Blazhina are doing...
I'd best go and check on him myself. Where's his cell?
It's one of those under the abbot's quarters. The middle one on the right, if you're facing from the courtyard.
And how are you feeling, anyway? Are you all right?
Yes. At least for now.
No symptoms? Weakness, rash, fever, anything?
Nothing like that, I swear.
If you start feeling bad, report to the infirmary at once. Understood?
Of course.
What about the elder confessor, Stephen? Was he never part of this?
He's got nothing to do with it. He doesn't know a thing, unless someone slipped up during confession.
How long have you been meeting
how long?
Since the start of summer.
So at least 30 days?
Roughly. I don't remember exactly. Sorry.
I've heard enough. I'll go and check on Ernest now.
Wait. What about me? What's going to happen to me?
I told you, if you're not feeling well, go to the infirmary. Albic will take care of you. Don't worry.
I meant our book. Please, don't tell the abbot about it. We weren't doing anything wrong.
We're not exactly doing anything dodgy, so yeah.
He'd throw us out.
I don't see...
Well, I have to tell Albic that the sick spent a lot of time together. But I probably won't go into detail.
I understand. I'll pray that all the sick recover swiftly.
I mean, it's a harmless book at the end of the day. It's not like it's devil worship.
It's damp, chilly, but the air is clean. If the disease really spreads through foul air, then they must have caught it somewhere else.
Okay, let's make sure it's not a devil book. I'd say that was the most interesting of the books. Okay, we got anything else interesting down here? We got a mouse, or is it a rat? I have no idea. Could be either. You know what? Let's see what's in here. I think. Jeez, that much made me jump. Somewhere I'm not supposed to be. Nope, can't really say it is. Nothing that's particularly exciting there. Oh,
Christ! I'm too late.
Okay.
Some building plans. Looks like a church. And underneath, probably a crypt? I should tell Albic about this.
Okay, has he got anything good on him? No, nothing particularly. Okay, time for me to return to Albric now. We've done a little investigation. And then move on to the next step. I'd say I am absolutely loving this extra DLC. We got some fun things to check out.
I found another infected.
You're not the only one. While you were gone, they brought in several more. So, where's your sick man?
With the Lord now. I found him too late.
Lord have mercy. Do you at least know who it was?
One of the monks. His name was Ernest.
That's the second death today. Let's hope it's the last. The confessor's dead. Old Stephen.
Don't blame yourself. I'm sure you did everything you could to help him.
We tried, but sometimes there's just nothing we can do. At least we know he's no longer suffering. And what about you? Did you find out anything about the others who are sick? Do they have anything in common?
I found out that Ernest, Yaroslav and Blazhena were meeting regularly. There's a secret copying workshop in the cellar.
A secret? But why? And what in God's name was she doing there?
From what I gathered, the translator got hold of some indecent book in the vernacular. I think it was called...
The Decameron?
Yes. You know it?
It caused quite a stir at the university in Padua. The students loved it, the masters forbade it, and the clergy cursed it. But back to the matter. What else?
Yaroslav was only supposed to translate the book, but it ended up inspiring him to write something of his own, and that's what he was working on with the others.
That explains why those three got infected. Do you think it happened in their workshop? Did you notice dampness, mold, any strange smell or bad air?
Nothing like that. It was damp, but the air was otherwise clean.
In that case, someone must have brought the illness to them.
But
okay, so someone got sick and then brought it to them.
If he died first, it would make sense.
Or maybe the illness just killed him faster because he was older. Like the confessor.
That's possible too.
I found some jewellery in Stephen's cell. It looked quite old.
Jewellery? Where would he have got that from?
He might have stolen it. But given how strict he was about the seal of confession, it doesn't seem likely. Maybe someone else stole it, but guilt caught up with him, and he gave it to Stephen during confession.
Maybe. But surely we'd have heard about such a theft by now. Unless...
They stole it from someone who can't tell anyone anymore. Do you think we've got a murderer here?
I've no idea. It's all just guesswork.
So, what are we going to do now?
We'll go to the abbot. You, Zacharias, and I. This is getting out of hand, and the number of sick keeps rising.
To the abbot? Right now?
You think waiting will solve anything?
You've all come. That can't mean anything good.
The truth is, more are falling ill and the infirmary's filling up fast.
We're trying to give them all they need. But soon there'll be no beds and they'll have to lie on the floor.
How many have died?
The old confessor, Brother Stephen.
And Brother Ernest, too.
Ernest?
He died in his cell. No one even knew he'd fallen ill.
So, it started then.
Ernest wasn't treated. Even mild illness can be deadly without care.
And Stephen's age didn't help either.
When the Black Death last swept the town, it also started slowly. The old, the sick, those no one missed were the first to die. And then we couldn't even bury the dead in time, let alone give them the last rites. Now, the Lord is punishing us for it.
We do have some good news. With Henry's help, we might soon uncover where the infection's coming from.
We know that Brother Yaroslav and that maid both met with Ernest, so the illness must have spread between them.
They all met? Even the maid? Why?
Well, I didn't mean they were all together at the same time. Just that both Yaroslav and Blazena had encounters with Ernest.
Why would a maid be meeting with Ernest? That makes no sense.
Ernest never left the monastery grounds.
He did, in fact, fairly often. He was one of the few allowed out for work reasons.
Then they must have run into each other by chance, somewhere outside.
Very well, then.
Just breathing the same foul air as someone infected for a while puts you at risk.
And since I found Ernest already dead, we believe he's the one who brought the sickness among the others. If he was the first to die, then he must have been the first to catch it, right?
But where did he catch it?
I don't know yet, Father. But I have certain suspicions. What was his job in the monastery?
Ernest oversaw all building and repair work in the monastery.
And what had he been working on lately?
He'd been supervising repairs in the church. A floor had collapsed above the crypt recently. He was assigning tasks to laborers and overseeing the work.
Which crypt do you mean?
Some important nobles are buried there. But most of all, it's the tomb of my predecessors. May their souls rest in peace.
That might be the source of the foul air. The illness could have spread from the exposed crypt.
I ought to go into the church and inspect everything thoroughly. Especially that crypt.
That's not a good idea. If the illness is really spreading from there, no one should go in.
I understand your concern, Zacharias. But Henry is right. At this point, it's just a supposition, and we must put it to the test.
Enough. What nonsense is this? No one's going into that crypt. The disease is spreading. The infirmary is full. We've already got 2 dead.
Father, I understand you're afraid, but...
Afraid? I'm not afraid. I bear responsibility for the whole monastery, for every living soul. And it's my God-given duty to do everything I can to protect them from the plague.
Father, wait. Just give us a day. 2 at most. I'll just find out where the sickness came from.
You won't get another hour. The monastery is to be sealed. No one goes in, no one comes out. All the monks are to withdraw to their cells.
Damn.
What about us? You want to keep us here against our will?
I don't want to, but I must. And at the same time,
Okay, so we're staying here by looks of it until we fix this problem.
You'll be repaid when the time is right. You came to me with a certain request. Help me, you may consider it granted.
It's for the best, Albec. Even if it turns out not to be the plague, it's still a deadly illness. And we're within sight of the town. If it spreads to Kuttenberg, it'd be a disaster.
I know. But as you wish. I'm sorry, Henry. But I'm afraid we have no choice.
Okay, so that's 2 bodies so far. How many before we reach the end of this, I wonder? Hopefully not too many more. Hopefully we can avoid any more deaths before this is over, or at least as few as possible. I have to say I'm absolutely loving this DLC so far. I don't see anything changing with that. Only thing is I'm going to be disappointed when it's over. But I'll be able to move on to Red Dead Redemption 2. which is an absolutely another fantastic game. Put in the comments what games you're playing at the moment. I'd love to know.
Nunc manis omnibus liberatum, et requiem ingredi iubias sempiternam. Tuam ergo clementium deprecamur.
I'm going to say this is either going to be 2 or 3 videos. Couldn't say more specifically, it depends how quickly we can get through the missions in the next one. But at the same time, I'm not going to be going too fast because I don't want to miss anything.
Filio tuo et Spiritus Sancto in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Unfortunately, we are reaching the end of our first videos, but thank you, and absolutely just big thank you for everyone who's been watching. It just makes me so happy to know that people enjoy these videos as much, hopefully, as I enjoy it making them. Okay, so now we've got free reign of the monastery while the priest are locked up in their, not cells, it's cellars. But we will find out soon enough. Once we reach the bottom of the mystery, who is really responsible and what caused this illness, or who, if it's a person who's spreading it.
Well, now. This whole situation keeps getting worse. How am I meant to treat a disease I know almost nothing about? This can't end well.
Then what do you suggest? The abbot's forbidden us from going anywhere outside the infirmary.
Not only that, he's had the monastery gates shut. No one's allowed in.
Or out. Ludolf's men are even patrolling the grounds. We're literally imprisoned.
Still, something must be done. The beds are nearly full, and there's not endless space on the floor either.
Henry, I know I've no right to ask this of you.
If there's anything I can do to help, tell me. The sooner you manage to get this sickness under control, the better for everyone.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well now. And here you were acting like you'd been forced to take that assistant on against your will.
Actually, that was the case. But let's get to the point. Search the church crypt. If there's a plague grave down there, uncovered by that collapse, then at least we'll know for sure.
But surely no one would have buried plague victims there. That's where the abbot's tombs are.
I'm not looking to confirm it.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, but still.
I want to rule it out. I still don't believe we're dealing with plague. I'll stay here and tend to the sick.
Let me assist you, friend.
Thank you. I appreciate that. There's enough work here for the both of us. Henry, try speaking with the workers repairing the collapsed floor. In the best case, they might have noticed something. In the worst case, they'll already be showing symptoms of the disease.
And how do I get there? I'm not even supposed to poke my nose outside. The knights are patrolling the grounds.
If they catch him wandering somewhere he shouldn't be, they'll have him thrown out.
And the abbot will find out we're investigating the source of the outbreak despite his explicit orders. But this is about lives. Henry, I believe you can do it. But still, be careful.
I'll do what must be done. Just make sure you look after the sick.
Hold on. In Italy, physicians wear a kind of hood with a mask. It protects them from foul air and perhaps even the plague.
True. I've heard the same in Padua.
Sounds good. But where am I meant to get one around here?
With a bit of skill, you can make it yourself. All you need for the hood is a piece of leather. You'll need to hang fragrant herbs around the collar. Something like mint or sage.
Might as well perfume myself all over.
You jest. But yes. The less foul air you breathe in, the better.
You can use
I'm not sure how scientific that is, but at least it can't help.
I'll be off then.
Well, at least it can't hurt.
And God be with you.
And with you.
Well, thank you again to everyone who's been watching. I should be on next either Friday evening or next week, I believe around Tuesday. It should be. I'll have to check and let everyone know. But in the meantime, there'll also be recordings coming up this weekend, as I unfortunately will be working. I won't be able to stream. See you soon. Bye bye.